What's going on, guys? It's Jaye the Black here. I'm back with another video. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. I want to talk about Tiffany Haddish once again. Now, for those of you who don't know, I probably put a promo clip before this. Make sure y'all go check out the video where I spoke about the real reason no man wants to date Tiffany Haddish. It's a classic video. Link will be in the description as well as the comment section. Make sure y'all go and check it out because it's going to explain to you certain parts of this situation with her and Chingy. Now, apparently, Tiffany Haddish was on the Ellen DeGeneres show. She was asked, has she dated any celebrities that the world doesn't know about? I believe at the time she said no, but then she said yes, she hooked up with Chingy. Okay? Now, this would have to have been in the early 2000s when Chingy was at his peak. He had just came out. He was like the new guy from St. Louis around 2003, 2004, right around that time. What's interesting is that I don't know if Tiffany was doing comedy then or was she just a regular chick, but apparently she said she hooked up with him. Well, Chingy responded to that clip and he put that clip on his Instagram. And he says, now at Tiffany Haddish knows damn well that's a lie. And since she lied, I'ma tell the truth. She used to hook up with my brother, not me. She liked me. Hey, if we gonna be honest, let's be honest. Hashtag Chingy, hashtag facts, hashtag just like that. Now, just like that is the name of Chingy's new song because he ended up putting up another video because he actually put the video clip from the Ellen DeGeneres show, but he also put up another clip of him playing music. Now, we all haven't heard much from Chingy. He definitely fell off after allegations from a Transformer that they hooked up, which turned out to be a lie, and the person actually admitted to it. It did destroy his career at that particular time. It did. But that doesn't mean that Chingy didn't have some nice songs. He did, you know. But, you know, as far as mainstream wise, he has been off the radar, you know. And you got people going to his comment section telling him he needs to be happy. She spoke about him. She gave him clout. It's crazy. You know, you got the cult of Tiffany Haddish, and I'm gonna call it a cult because on the video I did, I noticed there was a lot of people going their thumbs in the video down, defending Tiffany Haddish. But this woman has said a lot of and done a lot of dysfunctional things. Don't let me get started on the Vic Mensa situation when Vic Mensa said that she grabbed him inappropriately, you know, and she's admitted to recording people. Like, the amount of things that these particular females in the industry, you know, like your token black girls like Tiffany Haddish and, you know, some of these other, you know, comedian actresses or Cardi B's of the world. And trust me, her video's coming too. I may make another video on Cardi B regarding the movie, but anyway, the movie that she's in. But it's just amazing to me how much they can get away with. A lot of men would never be able to get away with half of the things that these women have admitted to doing. But they're able to get away with it because, you know, for the most part, it's okay for them to not be accountable for the things that they say and the things that they do. She put this man's name out there and he had to go and clear it up because he's been on the defensive for a number of years for being lied on by this particular person that said that they hooked up with him, you know? And I can understand him being frustrated. I can understand him, you know, not wanting to be connected to lies and people lying on his name. So him defending himself, that doesn't surprise me. You know, in that situation, I understand him wanting to say, hey, you know, I don't care if she's, you know, a well-known actress, comedian. I'm not going to let people lie on me like this. And he has every right to feel that way. Okay. Now, again, like I said, you have people who were basically telling him that, you know, he should be happy that she mentioned him. Like, this was one comment from a female. Says, she gave you clout, just accept it and move on, LOL. He responded by saying, she didn't give me anything, sweetheart. I don't clout chase, is beneath me. And he's right. You don't really hear him talking about nobody, beefing with nobody. You know, he's moved on with his life. Dang, where's the humor? He says, yeah, where is the humor in lying? It don't exist. Another person says, she just looking out, probably not a bad lie to tell. He says, now how is someone looking out by telling a lie? Don't make much sense. It doesn't. But that's the mindset of these zombies. That's the mindset of stans and followers. You know, and I've spoken out about this follower mentality that is prevalent out here. You have a lot of people who are okay with lies and deceit because that just shows you the type of person that they are. You know, I don't care if Tiffany Haddish is a well-known actress. I wouldn't want her making up things about me either. But some people are okay with it because it gets them some attention. Some people don't care about attention like that. They don't. They don't care about being out there on TMZ or on these other blogs. They're just trying to move on with their life. Maybe they're willing, they want to stay under the radar. But it's amazing to me how people, her stans, think that this guy is supposed to be okay with her claiming to have hooked up with him, but she hooked up with his brother. And from what he was basically saying, it must have happened multiple times. So was Tiffany Haddish out here hooking up with rappers? Was she an ex-groupie? That's what it seems like. You'd be surprised how many of these chicks who are singers and actresses were ex-groupies. You know, some of the biggest groupies are women who are in the industry right now, who probably y'all listen to. Cardi B, I believe, was a groupie too. You know, her being a scripper in New York, well known. She was a groupie. Come on, she was a groupie. But she probably was very picky about the guys she was being a groupie to. And what's very interesting is that Chingy knew about this and never said anything. And I believe Tiffany Haddish is probably hooked up with a lot of different rappers. Because these females, especially on social media, who have the mindset of Tiffany Haddish, they like their rappers, they like their athletes, you know. So it really wouldn't surprise me her being a groupie. But to lie on somebody's name, I can understand why he's upset. I can understand that. You wouldn't want nobody lying, or you want nobody making up things about you that simply isn't true. And him speaking out and defending himself, that I can respect that. I can respect that, you know, because when you're not out here talking about nobody, when you're not out here disrespecting nobody. He didn't even disrespect her in his reply. He says, you're not being honest. You hooked up with my brother. And that's even worse because I believe she knew she hooked up that man's brother, but in her mind, it was him. You know, it just, the discipline when it comes to these females and the fact that they're not in relationships, it speaks volumes. And her fans and the people who are telling him that he needs to be happy with somebody, you know, basically fibbing on his name just shows you where we are in society. That just because somebody who's a bigger star says something about you, you're supposed to accept it. Not everybody is built like that. This guy has had to defend himself from allegations of messing around with one of these Transformers, man. He has had to do that for a number of years. So I think in this situation, he was on the defensive because of what he's had to endure. People making up things about him, you know? So I don't fault him for responding. And he didn't respond in a disrespectful way. He didn't go off. He was just setting the record straight. And if he gets attention from that, so be it. He didn't bring her name up. She brought his name up. It's not like he put out an interview and say, I hooked up with Tiffany Haddish. She brought his name up on the Ellen DeGeneres show. Ellen has a very big, a big audience, and that could be good for him. Maybe it'll gain him some followers. He seemed like he had people who are dedicated fans, Y'all got to understand, just because people aren't in the spotlight like that don't mean that they're not living productive, happy lives. Some people want to be out of the spotlight. Some people don't want to be up under the microscope. I would never want to be a part of the mainstream in 2019 as an artist or as an actor, because things have gone too far left, and they would expect you to be an activist when that's not even who you are. That's not even what you're trying to do. They're going to want to know your beliefs, what type of women you date. You know, I couldn't imagine being, you know, famous nowadays. Some people want that. I wouldn't want that, because I don't want to have to be questioned and canceled for every little thing that I do. And it's a shame that you have people, especially females, saying yes. I believe I might have had a guy or two was like, you should accept the fib that is being told on you just because Tiffany Haddish is a little bit more famous than you. What does that even mean? So you would accept somebody talking down on, but making up things about you just because they're famous? That doesn't make any sense. Here's some more comments. All right. Somebody says, boy, just be happy you got mentioned. Says, I don't clout chase. A mention is less than nothing to me. Then somebody else said, just roll with it. You see the mindset, the follower mindset, and these people wonder why they continuously get disappointed. They continuously get disappointed by these celebrities that they follow, that they listen to, that they think are speaking the truth. But these people are only doing it to get by. They're only doing it because they know they have to get more political, so you don't question them, so you don't cancel them. So I think that once again, we see why a lot of guys don't take Tiffany Haddish seriously, because not only from the myriad of things she's admitted to, but you also have to look at the fact that this woman still is single. And with the money, the resources that she has, the amount of people, connections that she has, she still can't find a guy that really wants to be with her. You know why? Because she has the mindset of a thought. You know, she was an ex-groupie. She was sleeping with the brother of the artist. Not even the artist. She's sleeping with the brother of the artist.